Why do we work? What drives us to choose our professions? In the 2005 film Lord of War, we meet Yuri Orlov, an arms dealer who navigates the murky world of international weapons trafficking. Despite the illegality and moral implications of his profession, Yuri finds a sense of purpose in his work. He's driven, not by the prospect of monetary gain, but by his skill and ability to excel in this controversial field. In an intense confrontation, Ava, Yuri's partner, challenges him about the ethical dilemmas inherent in his work. This is no casual conversation. It is a profound exploration of the consequences of one's actions, the lines blurred between right and wrong, and the responsibility we bear for the indirect impact of our decisions. Yuri, in his defense, states, "I sell people a means to defend themselves, Ava, that's all. I don't hold a gun to anyone's head and make them shoot." His words reflect a common justification in morally ambiguous professions. By offering a service or product, does he become responsible for how it is used? Ava retorts, "Yuri, I see the news, Sierra Leone." She's referring to the civil war that ravaged the country, fueled in part by arms dealers like Yuri. "I don't sell machetes," Yuri responds, attempting to distance himself from the violence. But Ava counters, "What do you think is pointing at the victims when they use those machetes? The guns are bigger than the boys." Her words are a stark reminder of the power imbalance created by the arms trade, with weapons often wielded by those barely old enough to understand their destructive potential. This conversation forces us to confront the uncomfortable reality of the arms trade and the ripple effect it has on global violence. Ava's words cut deep, highlighting the indirect yet undeniable impact of Yuri's actions. His involvement in the arms trade, even though he doesn't directly pull the trigger, contributes to the violence that plagues these regions. It's a sobering reminder that ethical dilemmas are not always clear-cut, and that our actions, even when removed from the end result, can have far-reaching consequences. Despite Ava's disapproval, Yuri finds solace in his proficiency and ability to navigate the complex world of arms dealing. And this is where we begin to unravel the deeper layers of Yuri's motivations. When Ava confronts him about the profits from his dangerous and morally ambiguous business, Yuri's response is simple yet profound. "It's not about the money," he continues, "I am good at it." This is not a man motivated by greed, but rather a man driven by mastery and competence. In the world of arms dealing, where the stakes are high and the margins for error are slim, Yuri's skills are his lifeline. He's not just good at what he does, he's exceptional, and in this exceptionalism, he finds a sense of purpose and personal fulfillment. But this isn't just about Yuri. It's about all of us. It's about the teachers who spend countless hours preparing lessons, not for the meager paycheck, but for the joy of seeing the spark of understanding in a student's eyes. It's about the artists who toil away in obscurity, pouring their souls into their work, not for fame, but for the sheer love of creation. It's about the nurses who work long, grueling shifts, not for the overtime pay, but for the chance to ease a patient's suffering and bring comfort in times of need. In every profession, in every field, there are those who find a deeper purpose beyond the monetary gain. They seek to contribute, to make a difference, to leave a mark. And in this pursuit, they utilize their skills and talents to the fullest, finding personal fulfillment in the process. Yuri's statement raises questions about the motivations behind our work choices. While financial compensation is often a primary factor, there's a deeper dimension to work that encompasses personal fulfillment, a sense of contribution, and the ability to utilize one's skills and talents. This is the essence of work, beyond the paycheck. This is the pursuit of mastery, the quest for meaning, and the search for identity in what we do. The conversation between Yuri and Ava unveils the complexities of work and its multifaceted meanings. Let's take a moment to reflect on the key insights we've delved into throughout this analysis. Firstly, we've explored the ethical dilemma that Yuri faces in his work as an arms dealer. His profession, despite being controversial and potentially harmful, is justified by his belief that he is simply providing a means for self-defense. It's a compelling argument that raises questions about the extent of our responsibility for the consequences of our work. Do we bear the weight of the outcomes that follow, even when they're out of our control? Or do we absolve ourselves of guilt by focusing solely on the task at hand, leaving the results to those who wield the tools we provide? Secondly, we've delved into the impact of work on the world. In Yuri's case, the influence is far-reaching, contributing to conflicts and violence in regions far removed from his own. It's a stark reminder that our work, regardless of its nature, leaves a footprint on the world. It might not always be as dramatic or as visible as in Yuri's case, but it's there nonetheless. It's an invitation for us to consider the ripple effects of our professional choices and actions. Beyond these points, we've also explored the deeper meanings of work that go beyond monetary gain. For Yuri, his work is not just about the financial reward, it's about his skill, his competence, and the sense of identity he derives from his work. This speaks to the human desire for mastery and accomplishment. It's a reminder that work, in many ways, is a profound expression of our abilities, our passions, and our desire to make a mark on the world. The satisfaction derived from excelling in a challenging field can sometimes outweigh the ethical considerations. As we've seen in Yuri's case, work can also shape our self-perception and our understanding of our place in the world. It's a lens through which we view ourselves and our value to society. It shapes our identity and influences how we interact with the world around us. In conclusion, work is more than a means to an end. It's an intricate tapestry of ethical dilemmas, worldly impacts, and personal fulfillment. It's a journey, a quest for mastery, and a reflection of who we are. The dialogue between Yuri and Ava serves as a mirror, reflecting the nuances of work and its role in our lives. Work, in its various forms, shapes our lives, influences our perceptions, and contributes to our understanding of and our place in the world. So next time you think about your work, consider the tapestry it weaves in your life, and the world at large. If you've enjoyed this deep dive into the multifaceted aspects of work and found value in the insights shared, please consider subscribing to our channel and give video a thumbs up. Your engagement helps us bring more content like this to you. Let's continue exploring together.